Oh, not again. Right. Up. Oh, minute. Need a cushion. Hi, National. Hi, Mary. Trying to get comfy on this desk. How are you? Oh, can't hear me, can you? Because I haven't got this in front of my face. So not used to being on this thing. This is going to be a bit. Can you hear me? Because I don't want it right under my face, but I don't really like coming on this camera. Hi. Let me put this while I'm talking. Check. Hey, thank you. Having a look. Yeah, you can hear. You got your ears there. Oh. First thing that pops up is a picture of a donut saying Donut Earth. It just made me laugh. Donut Earth. It's flat, round and hollow. Having a nosy at a few things. Right. So, let me switch me sound off on my phone. So I'm just going to do some drawing tonight. I'm going to show you some of my artwork from a few years ago in high-low, it's in meditations or whatever, because as most people know, I have lots of books, all different sizes, that I have all dotted about everywhere, and it's not like I keep my drawings in one sort of organised place. As I said this morning, I'm not organised that way. Some books I have, this is for the people who don't know, I have them dotted on my bookshelf, and then I have obviously books, lots of books, and I have handmade ones. Handmade, all handmade, all hand stitched, all handmade. This is stitched. Papers are all handmade, with my drawings in. So I'm going to show you them, looking down in a bit. Books with my drawings in, and some still matching up with the blue thing going on with women with blue hair or blue faces, and that's one of the paintings in the background which I just started on, which was more orange yesterday, but they change every time I do it. Yeah, it's like handmade sketchbooks which I have put out there and sold before, and I think I might be making some up again, because I like sketchbooks and notebooks and things like that for putting dreams in or meditations, because then you can look back and some of it makes sense. That's why I look back and go, oh yeah, talking about that now. I was actually, wrote it, scribbled it down in picture form. That's what I like doing, because it's like a journal of your, thoughts, feelings, and things that are going on, which is a good record to keep sometimes when you look back and think, aha, I was already sort of channeling that before. So, I'm going to go through some of my books for the people who are new, and then I'm going to ink up something that came in today. which you can't see properly because it's in lilac. And I'm going to go over that, show you how quickly I do it, and then I'm just going to come up with something off the top of my head after that. It might be therapeutic for some people, so we will see if I can do it on this little table. So I'm going to try and show you some of my sketchbooks now. Some of you will see this, but it would be funny to see the pictures that were coming up in some sort of order from a couple of years ago, especially when I got on the you know what. So let's start with this one from 2018. Oh yeah, actually, my pillow just fell down. Actually, before I go into that, these are neat folding technique you can do once paper. Yeah. Before I go into the books, actually, I forgot there was a channel I wanted to shout it out because there's a lot of people. I always say I shout people out who resonate with the channels and everything. And I've drawn a picture of this lady. It's just because I was watching her and I was doodling, and I ended up doodling this lady. And I did send her the picture, so I hope if she did get the message, she likes it. But just before I show you all my pictures, this is definitely therapeutic after a full day's work. Oh, thank you. Well, a few years ago, it might have been when I first got into Q, but it's not a Q chat, but I'm just saying because this is how it happened. I came across Jen. I think it's McCarthy, is it? The lady that I've shouted out before who's done the roundtables with Laura Eisenhower and Magenta Pixie. And at the time, I was like, oh, what's she talking about? This new earth and things going on and blah, 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 blah. And then I also came across around the same time, Kalina, I can never remember her second name, and she's got a channel, the one who I've shouted out before, who does light language. And I was always a bit like, I'm resonating, but I don't know what they're talking about. But there's something, and probably around the same time, I came across Magenta Pixie, where some people would have gone, these people are mad. Yeah, I was like, I'm subbing, there's something, yeah, liking these people, even though some of it I was a bit like, what? Let's fast forward a few years with the whole Q thing and everything else, and those are the three people, Jen, Laura, Magenta Pixie, and there's other people as well, that didn't talk about it at the time, but know what Q is and know what it's a part of, and it's part of a bigger awakening than most people think it is. So that just means to me that I was resonating with the right people back then, even not knowing why. Yeah, time to put your feet up and get a coffee, because I will be drawing. After I go through all my sketchbooks, I will be drawing. So there was another lady that also went on, I know it was with Jen, and I think it was Magenta Pixie a few weeks ago, and she just popped up today, and I thought, oh yeah, I subbed to her, but you know what YouTube's like, you don't get notifications, so it's a bit like, keep forgetting. So I was listening to her proper resonate with her energy, the way she is. She's such a lovely lady, such a beautiful soul as well. There's many out there. I shout out a lot of people. So the only weird thing is, now I don't know if Maria's in chat. No, might be listening, but the other day, if anyone remembers, I was going on about when I was, when I filmed the orbs, and whether people believe it or not, it doesn't matter. Hi, Danny. When I filmed the orbs the other night, I was doing all this languagey thing that some people say is light language, some people believe, some people don't. It's toning, sound. Do you know what I mean? And it's what was coming in my head, so I just said it as I could hear it, and the orbs were doing the thing, and I got a gold one, and if anyone remembers. And I also got the word, I wrote it down, I said the other day, amente, and I was like, well, mente, where have you heard that, what was that? And Maria was saying, because I speak to Maria, oh, like the holes of a mente, and I thought, oh yeah, and there's a holes of a mente glossary, so I was like, oh yeah. Well, the woman I remembered today and thought, oh yeah, I remember I need to listen to her channel, because she was with, she's a friend of Jen's and that, and I really love Jen. She's like a proper warrior of the light, you know what I mean, says it as it is. Bit like Laura Eisenhower. I love Laura Eisenhower. She's so funny as well. And her name is, I drew a picture of her, Amente. And this is a picture I drew of her. I will show you when I put the camera down, but I'll try and show you one of the videos I was watching on where she had a blue headscarf on like that and a yellow top. But it was I can't even say it's weird, because she has been talking about Venus in some of her videos. I don't know which video it was, and I'm sure she said something about colour turquoise. I don't know, there was something linking up with me and that, because of my nana and the turquoise, her favourite colour being turquoise, and the stone, the gemstone. And then she's saying about Venus. There was loads of other stuff she was saying that I was like, oh, I've been feeling that too. And then talking about the light language coming in and expressing yourself through sound and all that stuff, which I've been doing, you know, myself. Just, I didn't know what I was doing, but all that time when you've seen me, even months ago, chanting, which sounded like a Native American Indian chanting, and the orbs would come in, that was me just doing it, because I'm not afraid to look stupid. You know, I've done it because I felt like I had to do it. And if anyone understands what I mean, you'll know what I'm going on about. You know, I'm not afraid to do that. So I was doing it ages ago, because you'll get people going, oh, he was doing it. No, I've just been doing it my own way without realising what I was actually doing. More and more of it every day. And the people I come across, this is why it is good to read certain stuff and resonate with people. And then you start putting the dots together and you're like, oh yeah, I was doing that, because like we have this knowing anyway, even though we say we don't know, but we actually do. So just let me see if I can find the video. I think it's Amente. The channel is Amente the Awakener. And she said some other words that I've been saying. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. I've been seeing a really bright big star in the sky for about a week. I think it's a star. We had the really big one, which I think was Venus, and I was just mesmerised by that, absolutely mesmerised. And she said she's a Blu-ray being, I think, as well, which is that colour blue again, which this is a stone, a turquoise I've had for a while, but I rewired it because I pulled the top off because I didn't like it, and I rewired it, and that colour has always had a thing with me because it was my nana's favourite stone, and it reminds me of water. Water's a lot of what we are, and the earth is a lot of water as well. And also, hi CJ, also I'm a Pisces, water Pisces, so yeah, it just makes me think of that. So anyway, let me just see if I can find the video where she was dressed in this sort of the way I've, yeah, here it is, picture that I did of her. Brightest star, the largest tonight, Jupiter. Oh, I've not been looking out. I'll have to check tonight. I know there's a comet going about as well. Let me see if it's this one. Yeah, so it was one of her videos, because I was binge watching while I was doing some stuff today. Because like I said, I love her energy and everything. And she was, I think she had a yellow scarf on. Yeah, was it this one? I know it wasn't this one. Hang on. Had yellow. Powerful. Be able to find it. I might not be able to find it now. Where is it? She was. Oh, so it wasn't that one. I'm gonna try and find it. She was. This one? No. Well, anyway, there was a picture of her in one of the videos. No, actually, I've got to try and find it, because. Hi, My Skies 5D. Hi, Memphis. Anyone who's just come in. Let me just see if I can find her. And the actual picture will make a bit more, because I don't think it's that one. Or maybe it was this one. No, it wasn't. Right, so we have a quick scroll through. But I will show you the channel that she was on, because some of you might know the channel as well, because it actually wasn't off Jen's, this one I was watching. Actually don't know where it is. Okay. Right, I'll show you the one, which I don't think it was the one I was watching, but she has got a yellow scarf on, and it was So I'll show you the lovely lady anyway. Right, so here's a mente.
Where is the power? Power that you read those words, or you even.
But it wasn't that video I was watching, but that was a picture I drew of her, and all the orbs in the background just means energy, spirit world, or whatever. So I just did that because I was watching her, seeing it because this was an art one anyway. The video I was watching this morning was the Dharma Life. I think that's how you say it, Dharma. I always get it wrong. You might know about that channel, but I'll just give you a little listen before I get drawing. Hi.
Experience, or my first memories being in the, and I saw myself as light and energy, and I saw these tall light beings. They were almost shining gold and rose gold light. That was the frequency that they were emanating, and it was,
which sort of reminds me of my gold orbs that came in the other day, because they were a bit pinky gold, if you noticed.
I was told that they were preparing my mum's womb for my birth, and I later found out that was one of those beings was called Uriel, and that was one of my guides, Archangel Uriel, who's a seraphim. When I was born, I didn't enter into the body straight away, and I saw this spiritually. It was like I was watching from the moon. For me, the moon is like the TV screen that we're able to see what's going on the Earth planet. And when I came into my body, it was after my body had been born.
They say the soul comes into the body probably about 3 months, isn't it, after it's born?
But it depends on the vibrational frequency of the soul. So they say the old souls come in at a later stage, because before that, the body is not able to maintain the frequency of that soul. So for me, I needed to pass through my mum's portal first.
Because, personally, I consider myself a starseed. I never felt like I fitted in, but, I didn't have anywhere in shape or form what you are describing. So how was that actually progressing through life, being, like, you must have felt I suppose you had your connections.
I mean, I did feel alone. I felt alone in the earth realm. I felt, and even when I used to bring that to the Most High and say, God, I feel alone, he'll say, well, if you break down the word alone, it means all one. Meaning,
she's just a lovely lady, so I just wanted to shout her out quickly. I'm not going to go through the video because I'm not doing a rundown on videos today, but it was the Dharma Life. See if you can see it on there. I don't know if there's any mods who can put it in. And that one was how to awaken your 50 oversoul with a mente, the Awakener, and also check a mente, the Awakener on YouTube, which is AMENTI, the Awakener, and mente. But that was just funny because that is the name that I got in the other day. A bit like when I woke up once with the word omnipresence. We know that's God in everything, all around in everything at all times. And then a mente, and then I came across a mente again from the channel, and she is, friends with Jen, who I shout out as well, and all that sort of good stuff. So, yeah, can anyone read backwards? Yeah, is it flipped the other way? Let me see if I can type it in chat, because sometimes I'm typing it, sometimes I can't. So, see if I can go over. No, it's not letting me. Anyway, you'll know who she is if you know. A mente, the Awakener, a channel is. If any of the mods know how to link that up, because I'm absolutely rubbish, they might be able to do it. Yeah. So anyway, I know. You know what I'm like. So today, because we're going to get creative now in a minute, I'm going to go through my sketchbooks. We're just going to see what I was sketching at the time, what was coming in, because that's how I get things in, is through my drawing. The way we speak, the way Creator speaks to us, or our higher self speak to us, is through many different ways. It's through dance, movement, art, singing, whatever. It comes through many different ways. Trying to draw a picture of you, Dolly. Oh, thank you. So, I'll show you how I do it. So I did a picture of a mente, and I said I'd show it. So that's the picture. And I'm going to show it again when I'm going to turn the camera around so it's not on me. And I'm going to show this one as well. This was a picture that is going to go towards one of my colouring books that I'm putting together. That came up today, and it's all about throat chakra. And also, just before we get into showing my books and drawing, I've made a poem up. I was sat in my craft room and I thought, oh, something's coming in. I'm going to write it down. So you ready? And I like the way all my stuff is documented on YouTube, because it's a bit like copyright, isn't it? It's dated and it's showing you when I did stuff. For the people who like out there who like to say stuff against stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I've not called it anything. Oh, mind you, I started off saying in big letters, in the darkness be the light. So maybe I'll call it in the darkness be the light, because dark to light baby is coming. So I've not finished this off yet. You know what I'm like? I start things and then I leave them a bit, and then something happens. Like that picture behind me started off different. Then it went orange, and now it's different again until it gets done again. That's just the way I am. Just saying. So here it is in scruff. Now, let's see what you think. So, read this out before I get into my drawings. This table, I need to put my legs under here and I can't. Oh, yeah, just reminded myself. I've got some drawing books under here. I've got drawing books everywhere. They might do, you know, they're dotted all over the house. Dotted all over the house. Let's get that one out. Right, here goes. Can any of you link the orb thing? What's the orb thing? Link the orb thing? If you're talking about my orbs, you just have to go into my channel and scroll through a couple of days and you'll see the one where it says the gold. And you see the gold orb. Right, here we go. In the darkness be the light. Now, I hope I read this right because it's all scruffy. In the darkness, there is always a light that burns deep within you, so shine it bright. Remember, you are loved and you are divine. And you wear your rightful sovereign crown. No one can take this from you, no matter what they say or do, because love comes from within you, and that for a fact is true. Happiness is a place, and it's found in the things you love to do. So remember again that these things are So remember again that these things. This is where I mess up. Right. Happiness is a place, and it's found in the things you love to do. So remember again what these things are, and do them with all of your will. And I haven't finished it yet. I'm going to read that out again. That's because it's dead scruffy, and I've not written it out. I'll try and do it without cocking the I can't even speak now. Messing it up. So, in the darkness there is always a light that burns deep within you, so shine it bright. Remember, you are loved and you are divine, and you wear your rightful sovereign crown. No one can take this from you, no matter what they say or do, because love comes from within you, and that for a fact is true. Happiness is a place, it's found in the things you love to do. So remember again what these things are, and do them with all of your will. And then it'll go on a bit more, but I haven't finished yet. I just got that far on it. So I just thought I'd come and share it with you. Yeah, I think I will have to have a little book of poems, because I've got the Q poem, this one. I think I've got a couple of others. I've got the Dolly dictionary as well, you know, the words that I like to say, like Ellen Degenerate, and well, what are the words that I say? Everything will come to fruition instead of fruition, because I make my own words up, but it's the same, innit? Fruitation, fruition comes to fruitation. There's loads of funny things. So, right, so let's start with, I will show you again. I'm going to try and get this camera to go down the other way so I can show you the pictures. Let me see if I can put this over there, and I can get sketching in a bit as well. So yeah, I've got to write these words in the Dolly dictionary. So I'm going to try and see. So I'm going to disappear now. I'm going to show you these. So this is the wrong way up, isn't it? For you, is this the wrong way up to you? Because I've got to go in. Got to go in here. go in here. Got flip reverse it. So there. You can all see the right way up now. Yeah. So this is a picture I did of a Mente, the channel I was talking before. So upside down. Upside down. It's upside down. Is it? Is it the right way for you? Was it the right way round last time? Is it what? Is this the wrong way round for you or the right way round? Oh my god. Oh, it's good now. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, what? I've just done it. Right, that's okay then. So, like I said, this is a picture of a Mente, and I've put the orbs in because that's what I tend to do in my pictures. That's my thing. I have put a little onk up there, or whatever you say, because I know she's into Egyptian energies and all that. But yeah, so that's the picture I did. Thought it was quite a lovely picture. And then the other picture that I'm doing towards some of my doodles from a book was that one. That's just sort of in a blueprint stage at the minute. Throat chakra. Now I'm going to go through some picture that I'll be doing in a minute in a blueprint form. Just a print form is that, and then I'm going to be doing one randomly, but and I'm going to explain this as well. Right, let's go through some of my books to show you what I was actually bringing in ages ago. So there was this little fairy I did a while back. We're just seeing if anything pops up. These are just some are just not even worth looking at. There was a little camera. There was something going on, but didn't quite. I'm trying to. What's going on with this camera? Let's have a look. Going to be a pain. So just a little ripped piece. Some are just like when I'm just doodling. This is a little fox. Some are doodles and some are meditations. Some are not finished. Witch with 3 eyes. This is one of my favourites. That was, do you remember, this was in a meditation, I think it was, when I said we are like the core of a tree, the core of the heart centre, but we branch out of many different things that we want to go and do, but we are all one. We come from the same core. It says one core, many branches, love and peace. You know, it's got little eyes in it for the consciousness, but basically that's how I explain in pictures. We are all from one core, but we branch off to experience things. But when we come back to core. That was a mermaid I did a while back. A Pisces. Yeah, it does look like a silver birch. That was some little random little teddy. No, you might not be to see these very well on this camera, but that's all I've got right now. Right, that's just bits and bobs of whatever. So yeah, I love drawing mushrooms too. I've made some mushrooms out of twigs as well. I can whittle. Right, next book just randomly going to pick these up. Yeah, this book, because I was talking about blue, I've always done women with blue hair or blue skin a lot, or painted over them. This one was from, when was this book from? This was from 2000 and could have been 18. I'm not quite sure. I did the New Orleans house. This picture. And then this one, which looking back now, because it's from a while ago, I'm thinking, And it says the star seeds planted. Sorry, not the star seeds. The seeds planted are blooming. And it's funny because that's a bit like magenta red that I was seeing yesterday. Got this woman, feminine, with wings, blue hair. Star systems. So there was that one. And then there was this one. Put it on the side because I don't think you can see it. Trying to get the angle in the camera. So it's got a bird. Really actually, let me take the camera off. Pull it forward a little bit. So yeah, all that going on. Trying to put this camera up at some angle. So there was that. It was a lion, but that wasn't a very good lion. Not compared to the one that I've got now that I've done. Some of these are just not even worth looking at, but I don't think I've got much in this book. Lots of writing going on there with investigating stuff and so forth. That one. Oh yeah, one of my favourites that never got finished off, which I said I do want to do in a painting because it was mine, was this one. I love this because it just reminds me of what's going on, a bit like twin flames going on, Earth and the cosmos, because his skin's a bit like tortoiseshell cosmos. That's how I see the cosmos, like that, with them as colours, very earthly. That's why she's green. I've got the fishes because I'm a Pisces, but also I see that as the waters above and the waters below merging, the two worlds merging, our worlds merging, the physical and the spiritual, the cosmic, galactic, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same to me. Your mind's merging as the scientific with the mystic. It all means the same to me. So, you know, the Merkaba, how we travel. There is a lotus flower here. The yin and the yang in a heart with the red and the blue, as in the left and the right side of the brain, feminine and the masculine, so on and so forth. I don't think there was much in this. Loads of things I was investigating, looking into. I don't think there was much. It was that one, I think. Thank you. Trying to get through little. This is where I'd always be writing things down, like you do, like a nutcase. Oh, then there was this one. This was the book I took to New York last year, so I was doodling on the plane. That it all becomes easier when you just let go, let it flow, let it go, let it flow, let it go. That was a picture. Everything is in everything and everyone. Tune into a higher frequency, because sometimes I get write-ins with my artwork when I'm doodling. This to me is like a form of energy, consciousness. That's what the eyes are. You can't unsee what you have seen. Their games don't work when we see how they play the game. That's talking about how we see the Illuminati. Thank you. And that was a bit to do with Q, most likely. There's a number 7. This one. This one I started colouring in, but didn't actually get around to doing it. That's why I said I can make a colouring book, because you can colour them in. This one, I like this one with the heart in the middle. See, it's a feminine divine. You know, it's very naturey. And then this one, just done in different pens. Oh yeah, it's a lot of work because I normally draw every day, even if it's just a doodle, you know. That's what I do. That's why I was laughing the other day at the person who was putting blatant lies out about my artwork, and they obviously don't know what I do. You know, someone to say to someone it's not their artwork is an absolute joke, but that's how some people are. This was, I think, when I'd watched OA. If anyone knows what that is on Netflix, that means Original Angels, which is, yeah. Is it what we are? I virtually doodle every day. Literally. This one going on. These are what I did, I think, on the plane to New York. I know I did this one on the plane to New York. I think it was this one. Started colouring bits of it in. You know, I think your artwork shows a lot of yourself, of what you have inside yourself and what you're trying to give off, or what you're trying to bring in. There's a number 7 again. You know, you should be proud of your work, Dolly. Very dedicated to your craft. Thank you, Lois. That's why I said I will put a book together, and will be getting some more of my drawings out. Just, you know, some are all right, some are just when I'm doodling and they're not really meant to be anything. Like this one is a bit like the other one I've just drawn today. This is depicting the inner child and like your over self, or your higher self. Yeah. So, yeah, there's lots of things I can do with my artwork, but these are just things that come in. Like I have like my sister and even my fella in my life at the minute, they'll draw and they're getting into drawing, but they'll take a long time to draw. I just tend to just do it. It just naturally flows out of me. I don't always know what I'm doing, and then it just comes out. This one I really like as well, with the sunflowers. So, you know, I don't think people can say my artwork's not my artwork when I spend a lot of time doing it, and you can clearly see that I, you know, do have the evidence of what I actually do. What else? Another one of these books. Don't know what's in this one. Let's have a quick butcher's. What's in here? Funny looking back at this now, because this looks like us, you know, fractions of ourselves that are broken out, and we're getting rid of certain things. This was done. This could have been 2018. I'm not quite sure. This is I forget about half the stuff I've done. Be what you want in the world to be. Be what you want the world to be. Let's see. This one was a bit nature-ified. Poems and sketchbooks. Yes, I definitely think that Lois definitely in tune with doing something like that. Yeah. See, some aren't even finished. They're just. This was connect to what you really are, which is love. It's just someone meditating on a cloud. Some are cartoonified. I draw what's in my head. Positive is a mindset. I've always been doing this. Always been doing it. Always been drawing it, saying it, writing it, constantly. This was one of the doodles. One of them ones that you never take the pen off the page sort of thing. Yeah, you got quite a few unfinished projects. I've got loads. But that's just the way I am. I had to redo this the other day. I'm going to be doing some more of these and selling them, because these are gorgeous. They're so shiny. I know JP in America got one of these. I've got some ones I was messing about with my artwork inside. I don't know if you can see the eye. It says, I am. Yeah. Projects all over the place. Oh, there's another one. Thank you. I just like sharing. I think people get a lot out of it, you know. Let's see. Oh, this was one of my books from, this is quite fun. I'll turn it over because it's a bit distracting. From 2018. So let's see what's in this. all on the front is what I've actually made. These stickers were all made by me, handmade. We've got a milk drinking juice. I don't know why. A unicorn, this little, I don't just thing, flower, these eyes. Apart from these are not my stickers. This is my sticker. It's a little witchy girl I did ages ago and actually sent those off to be printed as stickers. But it's all my own artwork in here. It's meant to be like a diary thing. It's got pictures of me and Finning, but then it sort of just went to an art journal. I don't need to go through all that, but there's certain things of this. Oh yeah, because this. Oh yeah. Like I said, you can find me on Instagram if anyone's interested when I put stuff up. But this was actually taken off. If anyone remembers, I do have the blue angel that I did. That was a Native American Indian painting that I did. That was the witchy girl on the sticker that I just showed before. And that is that. That is my picture, copied. And these are massive, what do you call it, like postcard size magnets for your fridge. So I have got these. I need to put these back up on Instagram. That is a fairy that I painted. That's in one of my books. A bit like an avatar, but with pink hair. There's these. The lovely artwork. An angel. That I will have to put back up. And this is how I make some of my stuff. Yeah, folk craft. Yeah, I've not done that one yet, actually. So, anyway, carry on. See what we were getting in. Follow the white rabbit. It's just bits and bobs doodling. Putting bits together. So I've always done the woman-y thing. There is a caricature of me when I had short curly hair with a mushroom. That mushroom I actually painted. Yeah. Well, I can put them back on my Instagram, which should be under Janine Flannery, or under the dolly, as in Dolly Llama, is on Instagram now. This is a caricature cartoon that I did, and this rabbit was something I drew. This was me and my sister, because I draw cartoons sometimes, which is quite funny. That's me with red hair. This was Dreams Are Sleepy Messages. Sleepy Messages. Which just reminds me. I'll show you if you've not seen this book, it's quite funny. Your fridge magnet artwork would be really nice as a set of greeting cards. Yeah, well, you know I do cards as well, handmade cards, which I might show in a bit as well for the people who haven't seen them. I'm just showing my artwork off, why not? This was something going on a bit ago. Just doodling. Full moon, set your intentions, lunar eclipse. This was obviously about love. This is a little fairy that I designed. If you can see the little fairy. She's a cute little fairy. This was a moon that I designed. It's a flip-up thing. A little moon with crystals. A little flower that I designed. Thank you, Paul. This thing, whatever it is what I designed. This is a picture I did. Not this. This was something off here. So this designed. Some stickers and stuff, obviously, that I've just stuck in. That's actually off. That is actually off. Where's it gone? That's off the. I think that was off the yeah, it was. It was off these. Show you. I think it was. Swear. See? My artwork. Proven to be my artwork. There you go. So, the naysayers out there. This was actually a Buddha that sits in my garden. Just drawing that. Are you ready for the Q picture coming up? Because remember, this was 2018. Woo! I know it's a really bad picture. I'm not very good at drawing men. The red waves come in, Q, Trump and JFK Jr. Boom, boom, boom. Anyone who's a bit triggered by that is just coming for the art. Sorry about that, but oh my god, so funny. This was drawing on book paper, and a little birdie, because that's a bit like my Jack. I drew the little bird there, if you can see him there, little tweet tweet. And then another birdie. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more. I love this picture. God, I love this picture. I forget what I've done half the time, but I am going to be doing more art pictures. This was, see the gold on it? I love this. Yeah, cute. This was being balanced. When two opposite energies come together in balance, it's a magical energy. This was to do with the masculine and the feminine. I absolutely love this picture. Masculine and the feminine. The red and the blue. Can you see? I think I have to recreate some of these, so I'm working on creating a Q piece. So am I as well with JFK Jr. I've just not got round to it, but yeah. This. Yeah, I love metallics. It was an ink that I think I need to use. I've got loads of crafting stuff for just morning love coffee. That was from ages ago. Things coming in. Oh, look what I wrote ages ago. 3D, 4D, 50. Funny that, isn't it? Happy, confused, laughter, sadness, anger, fun, love. Consciousness is, what have I put here? Forever learning. It's not an easy path, but the right one for me. If I fall, I get back on it. And something or other, because I always write on stuff. And then it says, the pyramid disconnected, a bit like the Illuminati sometimes. Doesn't mean a pyramid's bad. Spiritual and physical, our world as above, so below. Try to split it. These worlds are merging back together. I like to be like of this world, but not in it, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Stopping to show my love. Oh, hi, Tatted T, thank you. And then I am imperfectly perfect. You know? I don't know what we went into. Oh yeah, there was these. We are all angels trying to find our way home. A bit like a Celtic thing going on there. And then this woman with red hair with all these people in. It says one consciousness. See where I put the 0 point on 1. And it stopped there. I need to fill this in still. See, and I've got things in the back. Don't know what's going on there. Just doodling things. Doodling. That's masking tape that I've just put on dresses and done some little heads. That was that one, 2018. Then we've got this big one. People remember this one where I painted this picture, and this is just an old furniture book that you just paste over. So I had this. This was mad because this was like the orbs before I got the orbs. It says, we hear your thoughts. Good thoughts bring good things, because you do. The frequency you hold brings in what you are, so you have to be very careful. I don't know if you can see that. It's glittery. Red head, linked to giants. Oh yeah, with the giant with the red hair, yeah. And then this one, believe in you. You are your own creator. 369. So this was done a while back. Yeah, I love the sparkles too. This was just a collage. Like I said, I will start coming back doing these again because I absolutely enjoy it. Time for a hug. This is all collage. Missing out on the joy. This is my picture. This is a collage put together out of a magazine, put all together. This drawing is mine, but it matches in well with the rest of the page, if you can see it. And then I write on. Oh, I was writing actually what I wrote here. The Akashic Records are a compendium, I can't even say that, of all human events, thoughts, words, emotions, and intent ever to have occurred in the past, present, and future. They are believed by Theo, I don't even know what that says, to be enclosed in a non-physical plane of existence known as the etheric realm. I just write things down, you see. This was a picture. You can draw like that if you practice all the time. Be your own light in the darkness and shine. Well, isn't that relevant for today? As in the poem that I just did before. So that's that. This was a collage out of a magazine because that's how I use the papers. And then I've doodled all over it. And this is my drawing. This isn't finished. It's a collage where I've started to doodle, but I haven't finished it. This is another one. White rabbit. Follow the white rabbit. It says, remember who you really are. To follow the white rabbit is to find truths around you and within you. Once you see, you cannot unsee. The truth will set you free, no matter how hard, as you will understand you better as well. Some people can't handle the truth. They would rather run than face it. It's funny that, because that is what's going on right now, isn't it? Yeah, butterflies are a big thing to me as well. Because like I've been saying, the lady I was talking about before, Amente, was talking about butterflies. I've been saying that for a while, about we are in the cocoon stage and now we're going to be emerging as beautiful butterflies. That was that. Then I had this book where you're going to see again where I got the magnets, the fridge magnets from, which is, this was the fairy picture. This was that one, and this was, oh, I've got them a little hedgehog. I've got a hedgehog in a teacup. He's cute, and hedgehog and mushrooms. My little hedgehog. And this was what I did ages ago. I love this picture. I don't know why that one's not up actually. And this is that one. I think when I was going on about the Hopi prophecies at the time, and then obviously I like drawing what I'm looking into at the time. Yeah, on fabrics, I'd love to do that as well. God, there's loads of things I could do, aren't there? Loads and loads and loads. There's that, and then there's the pink book that a lot of you have seen. It's just an exercise book that I was doing collaging. So we got, you know, some people get triggered by this. Oh, they got the, yeah, well, it was just out of a magazine, so, you know. This made me laugh because when you look, it's like, oh, the white rabbit appears again. Being outside is wonderful for creativity. Take a deep breath. This is all about just putting pictures you like together. It just makes a beautiful page. You know, it just made a beautiful page. And then I did it with that. Connect, be spell casting. With all that going on there, a bit witchy. And then there was just this one that I did. And then this one. It's very therapeutic. This one is a picture I drew and then cut the words out. Let your light shine through. It's not just about being beautiful on the inside, on the outside, sorry. And this was from I think it was 2018 as well, so I can't remember. This was a little witch I did where the face was out of a magazine, the hands were out of a magazine, and then I drew the body and, oh, the dress was, I drew the legs, the hat and the shoulders and that in. It was quite funny, quite fun to do that. This was something I was doing for Pisces. I'm a Pisces. This was the one I did before I saw film Valerian and then nearly spat my tea out when I saw the light being that actually did this in the film. And it does remind me of the quantum healing session I had, which, funny enough, someone has just said today on Soulology's channel about further you move up, we become androgynous or whatever you say, where we wouldn't need to do certain things because we wouldn't need to think, things just come in manifest. That's what I had in my actual QH, I can never say it, quantum holistic healing session. Probably got that wrong again. And it says singularity 1, sound, light, frequency, vibrations, energy, the highest form is love. And yeah, and that's how I see energy when we're putting it out. You can't always see it, but it's there. This was just like a nice relaxing page. This was a Q picture I did. I actually collaged a big letter Q. I drew the girl in it who sat there like, wah. Then it says thank you. And then there was this one I put together with pictures. And then this one, someone asked me to do a light warrior. So I collaged it in, but the actual Light Warrior, this, I actually drew the face, the legs, the shield isn't mine, but instead of a sword she's holding a flower, and she's got a compass for a moral compass, because it is about morals at the end of the day, what's going on. This was just a nice little relaxing, cozy, it must have been in winter time, and it's got a little crocheted flower on the top just because it went with the picture. It's nice to do this. If you'd like, I know I keep saying this, if you'd like me to show you more of these, doing it, it's quite therapeutic. This one I didn't actually like, but it's the blue hair thing again. Light in the darkness again, see? All that stuff coming in from ages ago. Don't know. Fairy. There is a magic within you. This I love that I did ages ago. I just did it in blue pencil, this lady. Yeah. This I did at Christmas when I was at my sister's and they were all watching TV, probably watching the Queen's speech. I was like, oh my God. So I just started sticking bits in and drawing on different papers, making some sort of collage. Obviously I didn't finish it off. But yeah, I was just like, oh. This was the mandala sort of thing I did. Don't know why I'm putting it that way. So you can see it. Jewels and flowers and feminine. This says all beautiful, all unique. Yeah, the blue face, that was just a doodle. Doodling. This one. See this. And this. Oh, here comes my blue fair. My blue lady's coming up. You know that one that everyone always liked? The blue hair again. This is where the picture came from that I was showing you the other day. That's off that one. But this is the original of the fairy, angel. That's how small it is anyway. And it says underneath it, remember who you really are, a beautiful being of the light. One of my favourites. Oh my God! Someone subscribed. Oh my God, I get dead excited because I didn't even know that worked with the little twirly rabbit. Thank you, the Maloney there. Thank you. That was quite funny. I didn't even know that was working. And then there was this going on. I don't know what was going on there. And this one, I think this was the last. Was this the last one? Oh no, this wasn't the last one, but got a bit of crochet on there and a bit of flowers I've made and stuff like that stuck on. This stuck together, yeah. This picture, some witches there. Oh, and then I must have gone to put this on and not done it yet, but it is a bit like looking at that now, shedding our old selves, and our new higher self is emerging. So that was that. Then I had the little Dolly Daydream diary days from ages ago. I don't know what, 2018. So I was sort of drawing my feelings, and this must have been feeling meh today. That's okay. Having a sloth day, which meaning obviously I was just feeling tired. That was meant to be me in cartoon form when I had bobbed curly hair. In my pyjamas, getting some toast and tea. It says love is in the kitchen. Then there was this one. I'll have to start doing these again. They're dead funny to do. Feeling better today after a good sleep. Yes. And then this one was me and I think it was my friend who I'd not seen for a bit, and we were laughing. This is me and this is my friend. About joking about something about Tinder and something about the 50 Shades of Grey, which I never watched because I thought it was absolutely rubbish, and I wasn't into the book at all because I could write one better myself. And it was just something about a joke about what was the second one called? Something like I can't remember. I got the name wrong anyway. We started laughing because I always get things wrong. 50 Shades of Green, was it? Was it 50 Shades of Creed? Someone please put in, and I thought it was 50 Shades of Green. Does anyone know what the second was? Because I don't really know what it was, because I didn't really take much notice of the crap what it was going about. Sorry people, but I didn't. Oh, thanks, John Kennedy. Someone should be promoting her out on Speaker's Corner. Shouting about her out. Forget the politics, yeah. 50 Shades Darker. Was 50 Shades Darker? Was 50 Shades of Grey? Was it 3 books? I don't even know. I just thought it was naff. 50 Shades of Grey. And then, was there one called 50 Shades of Green or Creed or something like that? Was it just me thinking that? I thought one of them was called 50 Shades of Green. That's why I put green in. And then they went, and I thought it was because the woman got jealous, you know, green envy sort of thing. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And then there was a thing going on there that I never finished off. And then there was, this was like me meant to be meditating on the little cloud there. It says, push that light out of love and send it. To take time in the now, the quiet, still the darkness of consciousness. I am. 50 Shades of Shit. Yeah! That's exactly what I thought. I remember getting the book and reading a bit, or my friend giving it me, and I was like, this is rubbish. I could write a better book myself. I mean, oh my god. Oh, look, and then I was obviously going to do a cartoon. You can obviously, the Q movement, the Great Awakening, question everything and research and be a free thinker. Ooh! But everyone thinks it's a cult, but there you go. And this was a load of other stuff that I never finished off. And then there's one at the end where I was sat on the couch in my pyjamas, feeling tired. Noise was irritating me today. So yeah, sometimes it's just fun to write your day in a picture. And if you want to learn how to draw, you could just do little sketches daily. You will get better, honestly. Trying to promote all the satanic bondage crap. Yeah, exactly. And it weren't even good anyway, do you know what I mean? The words they used and that was absolutely naff. Here's one of my handmade books with my blue angel lady on it. So in here I had a handmade paperclip that I actually made. If anyone's interested, I think I am going to be doing some journals. I love doing the handmade journals because, like I said, I love keeping my ideas together and pictures that come in. And if I'm out and about, if you're travelling, they're small, they fit in your bag, and if you get the urge to draw, you can just doodle what comes in. So I would just doodle, be the light in the dark. This was going on. Don't know what it was. But I think I will be making some books up. I like to make everything. Frequency beings I put in. See, always doing this stuff, always doing it. Don't know what this was. Out of something coming in. 3. This was, I think this was a meditation. I love this picture. Stand out in your own light. Be the love and evolve. Your inner wisdom is a knowing. Your intuition is how you know, feel it. I normally draw a picture and then I write what is coming in. I'll do some practice in my drawings. My 6-year-old son is like, yeah, mine is as well. My 5-year-old is really good. Quite funny as well. Yeah, stuff going on here. I don't think this is all of stuff. Oh, this was the Light Warrior. So as I've said before, when people go on about, you know, starseed, light warriors, they all this stuff, they think people are spiritual, that they're not going to get up and fight. I've always said, if you came from, example, a different planet and you're all kumbaya, nice, peaceful people, if something was coming warring against your planet to take your planet down, let's say, you're going to fight. You're not just going to sit there and not do anything about it, are you? At the end of the day, no, you're not. If you had to get down to it, you would. So, Light Warrior. So there's just some thoughts and things in here, but there's different things going on. Just little doodles randomly just stuck in the book. Fairy. Sometimes I'll do stuff at the back of the book, all over the book. So there's that one. And there was, I'm going to be doing a few more books like this. This is handmade. Hi Revel, hi anyone who's come in. This is handmade by me. This was all put together. This moon was all hand stitched on here. And the writing. This is one of my Nana's old buttons. All the papers are put in by hand, and then I've got my little doodles again. My little doodles, make a wish, random pieces of paper in there. I haven't actually finished this off, but I've dug this out again, so I'm going to start drawing in this because I'm up to something at weekend and I want to take this with me. So see, it fastens there, and all this is handmade. So, and these are handmade by me as well. Lovely little what do you call it, markers for your books in a paperclip form. Just nice to keep track of your meditations or your little doodles or anything that's coming in, and you've got some. If you love doing art, you've got something you can take with you with a pen or whatever and just do it. That's that one. I actually made one, just a little thin one that I've just drawn a picture on that I'm taking away somewhere, just because I needed a little one. It's got a little feather on there. Here comes some of my books. Not that I've made these, are just what I would say boring notebooks. Let's see what's in this one. I'm going to get drawing soon, so like I said, I'll draw what comes in. This might not be to share, so we had the Light Warrior woman again, you know, so that's not got much in it. Might have things at the back because I go at the back sometimes. Oh yeah, I did a self-care and self-love, because this is what you should be doing to yourself. Self-love bath ritual. That just means, you know, something you can do and take care of yourself, like rose petals, lavender oil, rose quartz you can have around the bath, and it's just a lady in a bath, if you can see. So there might be some books I'm putting together with my actual drawings in it. And then, let's see, this is a bit of a mix-up, mash-up book of meditations, which you've seen before. The rats are being flushed out of the dark to the light. Democrats, rats. That's from ages ago, this, by the way. And they are. This is from, when's this from? I haven't got a date on it, but that was a while back. Have I put a date on this? I don't know. Oh, well, this is from 2019, because that says the 5th of November 2019, so there you go. Meditations are here. I got a blue phoenix in, which is funny because the other day I got a red one in, the blue phoenix here, this is what it looked like to me. This. So I try and draw what I see. I write stuff down. Divine blueprint. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm writing down there. I haven't really looked at this book properly. Throat chakra again, communication. That must have been when my last one came in. I've had it this week again, and I had a sore throat, but it didn't stay. 3D. I was talking about this before. When something's so dense, I see it as all molecules stuck together. It makes it dense. The lighter we go, the higher we lift ourselves, the less dense we feel. We feel elevated and clearer in mind and heart. Getting into alignment. I talked about that the other day. See, I wrote this ages ago. All in my book. The Eye of God. All this stuff going in. As above, so below. This is more of a meditation book when I'm writing stuff down. Centre point. Some of the things going on. I love doing this. Systems, don't know what was going on. I need to look at this book and read what I was doing at the time. Where's that? This was a meditation, if anyone remembers. This was all crystals, and it says that it was blue and green line. It says one source, like a giant crystal. We are the shards of the crystal, part of the one all-star. You know, when we say we came apart, like you can say we're all part of God, but we chose to come to earth to experience. God wanted to experience everything. I saw it in a crystal form. This was trees looking down. I saw trees as if you were looking down from a bird's eye view. Thank you, Revel. And it was, I have shown this before, it was pulsating green and then yellow, and it was all pulsating because the trees connecting to each other because they do underground with the roots. And it says, started with a white light in the centre, then the waves of green, think it says darting about. They were connecting by light, communicating, then went into a vast forest, all green and healing. Get out in nature, it says communicate. So there's all that going on. Loads of stuff going on. But like I said, you've got a lady like in a tree formation. This was 2019. This was going on. Blooming, love, feminine. It's like a lady's face in a flower, trees, all this going on. JFK, I know it looks dead young because it did look older, and then I coloured it in, and for some reason JFK just ended up looking really young. That was representing him and that energy, and then there was all this going on. See, I've been doing this for a long time. Goddess divine. Oh my god, I've even forgot half of the stuff I've done. Union of self, male and female, twin flame, masculine, feminine, divine feminine. Oh my god, you know, it's so, I'm so glad I'm going over these books. I'm like, oh yeah, my god, I've forgotten about this. Fingers, air, water, sky, fire, earth. Yeah, quite a lot in there. There's another. Why am I turning it that way? Picture. Don't even know what I've done myself. There's Ludo out of the labyrinth. Remember at the end, you have no power over me. Once you stand up, they don't actually do have power over us. They like us to think. They want us to think that they do, and they actually don't, and they know they don't. So we've got that. This one was just at 2020. You must have started at the beginning. It's probably got dates on it somewhere. This was meditation. It's a snake shedding your skin with every new cycle. 36369 goddess, letting you know you were blinded and distracted. Don't even remember what that was about. No, nobody has the power over us. That's why in the film The Labyrinth, because it is a labyrinth, life is a labyrinth, which way do you take? And if you look at the film Labyrinth, she always thought she'd got it right and thought she'd worked it out and then went the wrong way, but she always ended up where she needed to be when she was getting her child back, which is funny today with child trafficking, isn't it? But at the end, basically, and remember throughout the film they tried to make her forget when she went to the dance, and he was trying to make her forget a journey, because we're all on the journey, hero's journey, and then at the end she couldn't remember, could she? And then she remembered, and she turned around and said, you know, I have fought my way to the kingdom, blah blah blah, whatever it was. And at the end he was like, oh no, she's going to remember. And then she couldn't remember, and then she turned around and said, yeah, David Bowie, she turned around and said, you have no power over me. Everything collapsed. Well, that's basically what's going on, you know. Who is the greatest artist of our time? I don't know. So got this going on. Little fairy girl there. This was just me doodling a little cat. Some I've finished, some I've not. We live in a physical world, but it's a spiritual world. We come from two worlds merging into one. Blue hair again, blue hair again. See, some of these I might print off and put into when I make some handmade journals again. So you'll have some pages that haven't, if anyone was interested, haven't got, you know, you can draw your own pictures, and I might put some of my own artwork in there as well. This was a nice picture. Quite Celtic with the green in. My second name's Irish anyway, so what can I say? I love this one. I love it when it's black and white with just a bit of colour. The eyes stand for consciousness. We have the flower, the hearts, feminine, the stars in her hair. And this is just me being creative the way I do it. Meditating, higher frequency is love. Oh, I just love drawing. I've got a witchy one here. I've forgotten I've done half of this stuff, do you know what I mean? Love is key. It's always about that in my pictures. You've got the star, which is very relevant. That is not evil. It's evil when it's up the other way. It's not evil. Like us, head, arms, feet, star. It's in the cosmos as well. Right, drawing in twin flames there. Stars. Stars. See, I've always been on this. Intentions, energy, vibe, frequency. Fish again, as above, so below. This was a rebirth. She's got an egg in her hand, little rabbit. It was Easter, representing Easter, rebirth, little bird. This one, like feminine divine coming in. A little bunny rabbit. This was the one, if you remember, the crystal babies. I think there's a lot of coming in. Little baby there, nature. That might have been, I think that was a meditation. This one, spring equinox. Sun feels like a giant hug, bliss. And it's got a bird, and I don't know what was going on there, but there you go. That was meditation. I just saw that shape, a bird. This was as above, so below. You know, you've got the branches reaching out, and obviously flip reverses the roots. A lot of people know that anyway. As within, so without. Your universe, drawing into your reality. I think you can draw your reality as well. When I'm drawing things, I can draw my reality in. We are creating a new world. Of course we are. The little light warrior girl there. I'm going to be drawing in a minute. I know it's a long one. I did say get a cup of tea. This one's not finished off. Yeah. So that one stops. I think I'm nearly through my books. I'm not through all of them, but hello. Oh, here's another quick look at what this one is. I don't know what this one is. Oh yeah. My journey in words and pictures. I love this one. It was about dark to light again. Writing stuff down. Masculine and feminine. Only in my pain did I find my will, only in chaos did I learn to be still, only in fear did I find my darkness, did I see my light. Only in the dark will you see your light. I love that. That's why I wrote it down, the quote. Can't remember who it's by, but only in my pain did I find my will, as you normally do. Only in my chaos did I learn to be still. Only in fear did I find my darkness, did I see my light. And then there's a little cartoon of someone with happiness in a jar, and the other one asks, where did you find that? I've been searching for it everywhere. And the other one says, I created it myself. You create your own happiness. It's within. This was a doodle that just turned into I don't know what. That's when I was watching the OA, Original Angels series, which I loved. Had the celestial beings in that making noises and all sorts. This is just, I think, more writing. More writing. You're going to see me drawing in a minute. Right, let's see. We've got some. Just see what these are. I don't know what these are. Got some, one of my favourites. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Hummingbird. A couple of pictures. By yourself. Just this one that I really love. Well. You are the wizard of your reality. Wisdom, wise, and the knowing of the old ways are returning. Remember who you really are, a powerful energy force. So, you know, they were the sort of stuff I've always been banging on about. So, love those, Dolly. Thank you. So, I think I could go on and on and on. I'm going to do some drawing. So I'm just going to show you the big book, the massive book that I probably won't be able to get on camera, just for those people who are new. If I can get it on camera, you might not be able to hear me just because this is massive. So let's see if we can show you. That's you obviously can't see all of it. That's collaging, lots of different things. Goal expansion. These are my drawings photocopied, pasted on here, and then I've drawn off them. So that's one of my drawings. This is one of my paintings, and I've just dropped coffee everywhere, so hang on, folks. Ready? Got like the smallest. Right. Let me wipe this off. Oh my god. What? I'm looking for a... I don't know if you can all hear me, you'll have to let me know, because I've just dropped my microphone on the floor. Dropped a lot of coffee on me. This table is so small, it's unbelievable. I'm not getting anything on here whatsoever. That doesn't matter anyway, I can tidy that up after. Can you all hear me? I know, trust me. Trust me, real life people, real life. This is what happens when you've got the table the size of a pig in, I don't know, fairy table. So small. Really get everything on it. Real life. Shit happens. So, oh, and there's a tart crystal. Can you hear me? No, I know. I didn't move my coffee out of the way. What a donga. What a donga. Coffee everywhere. Brilliant. There we go anyway. Can you hear me? I can still hear it. Right, so there's my picture. Let me move this camera and take it there. So that's one of my paintings. I'm just going to hold this here. That's one of my drawings. And bit of collage, and then my drawings. Luckily, I didn't get it all over myself, and I didn't get it all over my pictures, so all is well. This book's so big, I have to sort of do it this way. Making you feel sick. There you go. Bit of collaging and a bit. That was meditation actually. The colours that I see was lilac, magenta, gold, and yellows. That was a few weeks ago. I think I did a bit more. That was Finn doing his meditation. He told me what he saw in his meditation. Saw everybody in love. That's one of my big pictures. It says, love yourself and be kind to yourself. Another one. That isn't finished. Got this book's massive. That's my lion I did the other week when I was watching Simba the film. 8 Lionsgate. I think, was that it? Oh, then was this higher self one. Can't keep the carrot on going. This book's too big. This one isn't finished yet. Show you another time when I don't have to hold the pigging camera up. So let's get that big book out of the way because I'm going to do some drawing now. Hi, Sue. Didn't know what. I never knew you when you were live. Oh, I did say, but you know what YouTube's like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and sort my drink out a quick minute. I'll leave you with the picture of a Mente that I was watching on YouTube today because she actually has a channel. Just why I just quickly go and sort a drink out while I get ready to show you some of how I draw. Get this camera to pigging. Say, like, I need to get some equipment. I seriously do. Seriously do need. Why is this not? Nothing's gone. That is not. Oh, what? There, that's better. So, right. Oh. Yeah, it's all going tits up. So, it's all going tits up, people. So, just let me go and sort my drink out. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, folks. I'm twitching something there, I don't even know what I'm doing. Right, back in it. Back in a minute. Right, back again. Oh my god. I'm lying. I did get it all over myself. I didn't think I did. Right, so I'm going to do... I don't know if I'll get into the second picture drawing. I'll see how this one goes because I've been on for ages. But where's my... The one that I did today in a rough copy. I might do one after this if I've got enough time, but we'll just see. I don't want to be on too long, and I've been on quite long. Is this came in today. So what I normally use when I'm drawing is I'll use... I actually don't know where it is. Where is it? Let's see if I've got it. This isn't actually it, but I do use a lilac pencil crayon to just draft it out, and then I'll go over with different like pens. I love biro. I love drawing in biro, ballpoint. Marker sometimes just to darken bits up, and I love these. I think they're called they are called Uniball eye pen, which is like a waterproof pen. I love these. But it's just each their own of what you love drawing with. So this is representing, and you're going to see it darken up a bit as I draw it, obviously, because you can't see it that well. We have a child down here. I don't know if you can see. Child down here, sat in a lotus flower with an eye, because I'm doing that as consciousness and looking down as well and seeing, the bigger picture. But there's 7 from her face. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they remind me of the chakras, but it was also representing, which you will see when I draw it in. I might have to take my bracelets off because they're going to make this noise all the way through it. Going to our higher selves. These are all the little girl as she goes through the different stages of life, and it's the different stages of our energy points, which we go through from anger to all sorts of different things till we come to the top. Got to take the put walking. I might still be here when you get back. You never know. You know what I'm like. Say I'll be on for not long and end up on for 10,000 hours. So Enjoy your walk. I'm just going to take my bracelets off because they are going to start jingling and jangling about. Right, I'm drawing, which isn't going to be any good. So, if I quieten down a bit now, I might speak, I might not. I might just go through this. So I think I'm going to start with this pen. I'm just going to start. You know, and I don't do it perfectly. I just draw in. And this is where normally when I'm doing it, obviously not on camera, I am quiet, and to me it's a form of meditation. So I'm just drawing this part in. Sometimes I'll go in with different other bits of pen in a bit. This is my favourite stream ever, thank you. You know, and they're not always perfect drawings. Some are just, this is how quick I normally do them. I know this is already drawn out, but I do normally sketch them out quite quick, and then I start putting a bit of detail in, and that's how I normally do things. Depending on if I just want a quick drawing of something that's come in that I'm thinking of, I'll put it in pictures. So we've got this bit in of our higher self. And the wavy hair I always do is like connecting to source or the universe, the cosmos, whatever you want to say, because it's lifting up. That's why I always sort of do it up in a lot of my pictures. So remember, I'm only doing this quickly. It's not, you know, perfectly perfect. Do the wings. This is how normally fast I draw anyway. Because I like it organic. I don't always like things like really neat. Not unless I was doing something, obviously, and I wanted it really neat. Then I'm gonna sort of draw in these chakra energy sources, but these are going to be faces because the different stages of the girl going up as we move up are chakras, if you get what I'm sort of trying to represent here. And you'll see these faces come in. Then I'm going to go and do the girl who sat here meditating, and we've got to remember to be childlike and be in awe of things and do the things that you love. And if there were things you love as a child, you can still do them now. So I'm just going to put her hair in, just a young girl, representing child. No, and I am doing this pretty quick, so putting her knees in where she's like cross-legged, and put a bit more detail in a bit. So there's that bit, and then obviously I've sort of got like flames coming off here. I don't know why. I just thought it looked good. So I'll put these bits in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got a face here as well. So I am going to go in with a ballpoint pen now. Just sort of draw faces. That pen's running out. I'll get another one. That one's not working properly. You know, in each one, well, she should look a bit older in each one, so she might have different hairstyle because obviously. She's going through different stages like we do. Hair's still long. Face looks a little bit older. It's only representing that anyway, it doesn't have to be. Going on. That one. And then this one. I wanted to see, I haven't put the faces in, so the faces are blank, so I'll put them in now. And these might be through different emotions, who knows. She's smiley on them anyway, but there's one. And then this one, a little bit older looking, as in she's growing up. Like we all do, all this is growth, everything's growth. The pain's growth, everything's growth, everything's growth we're going through. Even now, Great Awakening's all growth. Everything isn't actually as bad as everybody seems to think it is. Even though there is things, obviously, it's a part of, I believe, our growth. And then the hair's flowing all the way. Ooh. A bit like, I try to do it as the hair's flowing like this, as it's like the our DNA strands as well, if you get what I'm saying. Entwining round hair. See it? Eyes went a bit weird then, but and then the last one. Might sort of try and draw as if she's looking up at her higher self. Eyes a bit more worked, but up a little bit. Smile. So this is maybe just being very, very quick to get this in. And then I'll do a little more detail. I know you probably can't. I don't know what you can see properly on here, but this is just how I doodle. And then I got as well. So I represent I always do this in my pictures now, my orbs, which represent to me of energies all around us, spirit world, cosmic, whatever you want to say. Energies, everything is energy. These are my little orbs I like to draw. Do one up here. This is my sort of thing that you'll always see in a lot of my artwork, so you might know my artwork's mine because I tend to do these a lot. They always have a heart there. Because we only want malevolent and they are from love, so mine are. Different beings, different energies, whatever you want to say. That's what they represent to me. Thank you, and I'll do another one here, looking over there. This is normally how quickly I draw when I do draw. You know, when I've just got something coming in and I'm like, oh, I'm going to draw this. Do one here. Like that. See. Obviously I'm just doing this really quickly because I want to show you something else. I want time to do another drawing where I actually haven't drawn anything, you know, underneath before people go, well, it was already drawn out, like, hello, because you know, you get people like that, because that's just how some people are. And then what I normally do is I do this, because this is, to me, the frequency rippling out. And just like us, because we have a field around us, like our Taurus field, and it emanates out quite bigger than I think some people think it does. I'll sort of show you ours. That's why they don't, with all this virus stuff going on, they didn't want us next to each other, because like this that I'm drawing now, it ripples out on another, your energies. It can affect other people. As you know, you can feel people's vibes, so we know that is a fact. People can't really say that isn't true, because it is. So what all this is representing. Oh, you've never seen me draw in real time? Well, I'll be drawing in a minute without. I mean, this is just rough and quick, you know, normally. I mean, I can be quick when I'm just bringing something in, but when I'm really concentrating on something, obviously I'll take my time, but I'm not really taking my time. Sorry, not showing you that bit there. Putting a bit of detail in this face. And then I quickly put the lotus flower in here. I'll probably do a neat version of this. Obviously it's not a bit messy. I'm going to use my big black marker. So let me take, I don't want that. That's the picture that I've drawn, so I don't want that ruined. Oh yeah, and the lady that I was talking about today that did the picture of a Mente, who's got a channel, she also in one of the videos mentioned the name Anana, and that was freaking me out as well, because I always get that in my head, Anana. So yeah, that was bonkers as well. So I love drawing eyes for consciousness. That's what it represents to me, not them lots from the other side. Making our symbols back, people. Little oops. I just find it very therapeutic, even when I am just doing a really quick sketch that isn't exactly neat, but it's just representing something. See, if I'm doing like a meditation, this is how fast I'll draw, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I've got to try and remember what it was that I was trying to bring in. But I think I'll try and outline this bit outside. And this is probably why I did draw it out quick this morning, because this is what I got in, and I just drew it down with the lilac pen, and I thought, oh, I'll do it tonight, show you. The hair reminds me of the DNA, as if it was twisting. It's not, but that sort of representation. You know, that's how we heal through all these energy points, getting rid of stuff, so we can let all the energies flow that have been stuck. So, oh yeah, the wings representing ascension in consciousness there as well. So yeah, I quickly just did that to show you. So so what I'm going to do now quickly before I go is I'm going to show you how you can get into doodling. That might be like a form of meditation, because I know it is for me. Oh, this table is awful to sit on. You don't believe the actual how I'm sat trying to draw this, which is good to get you in sort of doodling mood. So, now I like to do this sort of stuff sometimes. So, oh, is this what I did the other day? Oh yeah, this is what I actually did the other day. I thought it was from ages ago. It's not. I think I did this today. Garden. So what you do is I don't know if you remember this at school. You can do it with a pencil, but you don't normally rub it out anyway. So, piece of paper. Don't take your hand off the paper. I call this intuitive. So you just make some shapes randomly, and you go around, and then you can sort of stop it. I'll go there like that. Yeah. What I'll do is you've got spaces like this, and you can fill them spaces. And it's very therapeutic. You can do it with colour, but that was crazy fast. Yeah. I'm going to pick out. See this here. What I do sometimes is I will draw over something. So this here, show you. I will choose as a face, like I did on this one. See? And I'll bring the shoulders here on that shape, and here, see this? Looks like shoulders. And I will put my flowy hair in. Sometimes you'll see the picture there, because that's going to be one of the focuses of the picture. But this is what I always tend to do. So I'm going to do what I always tend to do. So you don't have to do this. You can just fill in with shapes and doodles, which I'll show you in a minute. But like I said, this is quick. I don't want to be here all night. And then I'm going to put some eyes in. And actually see what I actually do. Change the shape of the face a little bit. That went a bit wrong, but there you go. Normally where I go into a trance, obviously I wouldn't be speaking to people. And then outline this. And I will come on one time and show you these processes in a bit lower, because obviously it's fading. So I've got that. Sometimes I like to dangle parts off, so I'm just going to do that in my picture. Now all these other pictures, you're just going to either colour in or you're going to put patterns on. So what section should I take? And the easiest thing you can do is take a section and just black and stripes in this section. There you go. You might see something that looks like, I've done ones where it's looked like a fish or something and I've just drawn it in. You can do things like, where's a small section? You can do thick or thin lines. You can take a section like this section and you can go there, 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 there. Makes a pattern, if you can see it. My hearts, use different, like pens for different sort of looks on it. You could just fill a section up with, take this section, dots. You just fill it with patterns. If you know about Zentangle, if you don't know about Zentangle, I might do some Zentangling one time as well. That's very therapeutic. Just dots. Why it's good to use different pens. Dots like that. Let's see if that's what. This section, this big section here, I'm going to do this section here. Filling in the section, this section here, that here. Little, just repeated pattern. This is like Zentangle, like little arches with it in the middle. from that. Okay. Dolly go. Once they concentrate, it's going in the flow of the now. And like I said, this is just quick, and you can colour these in. You don't have to be in black. But yeah, everything. I feel like calm yourself down with everything going on in the world right now. Something to do because you're getting sick of watching TV, which you shouldn't be watching, or you've had a bit of enough of looking about at stuff and you just want something to relax your mind. Doodling is very, very. But, you know, don't be afraid of making mistakes. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, and then you could go in again. Going in with a biro, just sectioning these little bits off like that, just makes it look different. There's no right or wrong way. Like I said, quick. I'm used to that. I'm just showing you quickly. So that's that section done. You can write in it as well. So this one, let's put love like that. Section. I might do something with that in a bit. Don't know. This little section. Have some parts. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, I could do that on here. This one could. It's a bit of a funny shape, but it could be. Oh, I know what it could be. Let's do. Bit pear shaped, but it doesn't matter. Going to be if you fill the bit in around it. Up. It is just like some sort of leaf going on there. Like that. This one, I'm just going to do that whole thing again of like going like that. Fill that bit in. This area, I'm going to. And I'm only doing this in, I don't always do it in thick black marker, but it's just because it shows up for you a bit easier. Fill it with circles. You can do shading with pencils and absolutely all sorts, and you could go around that. Fill that one in. Put parts in here will fit in here. I'm going to go and colour this all in black on the outside. Like I said, you can colour these in. I quite like them in black and white. A bit of colour sometimes. Part there. I'm going to do some dots in this section here again. I like my polka dots. There. This section, I'm going to call that bit in there because that's a bit of a weird small section. What can we do here? We will have going in with a biro. Weird plant thing going on. This. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you feel. Nobody's picture apart from your own. Creating little places within the section that you've made. I hope you can see that. I don't know what's picking so far. I think sometimes when I get a new phone and I can get a thing that comes down, it might be easier to do a few more art pictures. You can always put another little heart inside that little heart. What can we do in this section here? Here. Dots in there because that's a little. Oh no, because that's got heart already, hasn't it? Sorry, I'm just creaking about, looking through my other book at what doodles do. Oh yeah. Oh yes. How can I forget? I love doing these little mushrooms. So let me see. I might do them in this section. So where's my one with my? I'm sure I've got some like. Oh yeah, I remember. So like little sort of like info. They're just repeated patterns. That's all. Hi JP. That I think do stripy stems. Don't know why, but that. I don't know whether to blacken this bit out or not. I might. Where you need a marker to let it go around it, like or around it before I colour the whole thing in black. I want some things that are darker and are lighter. So I just fancied some drawing tonight, so I thought I might as well come and do it live. I think I might put something in here as well that could trigger some people, but you know, I think. Because I've been triggering a few people again talking about Q. People coming in thinking they're going to change my mind. There, so that looks like that. And I think, let's have a look. I think I'll just take the mic now. Ready? Sorry, people who are watching, who've come in for an art thing, I'm thinking, oh my god. Yes. So, I'm Q's in somewhere. And I think I might, that goes like that, put some dots in this section. A very small section. And then I think I'm going to put some this a bit more interesting. Consciousness there. I think another leaf here. Face. Quickly. Dots in egg. Tiny one. Faces there. Faces. I'm gonna get much. Gratitude in this one. I'm going to put words in there because you can put words in as well. Whatever you want. This one, I think I'm just going to triangles in triangles. That. Thinner lines. And just focusing. What else? Going to put facing. It's a bit oddly shaped, but face. See, there's a face. You can put what you want in. Have fun with it. Right or wrong way. It's just being creative. Make weird and wonderful pictures in a weird and wonderful world. And we have a wonderful imagination, so be creative with it. Got that in there. Wonder if we can get a little animal in somewhere. I'm going to put one, I'm going to put an eye in here. Thick one. Going to put but remember, I'm not filling that in because that's part of her, so I don't need, because I might colour that face in. I've only got this section left now. I'm going to put... What animal should I put in? What animal would you like to see me draw? One of these shapes. What do you fancy? You know, when you can go off these, you can be like making curly things off the page, make it interesting. A deer, Susie Lee, a deer. What the frick does a deer look like? Actually, I may do a deer another time. I will put a butterfly in because I keep talking about them, and that was mentioned before. So, yes, I did. I'm going to put a butterfly in. In this. It's going to go over that section, that doesn't matter, and it's going to go over that section. That's fine, it looks a bit like a wasp. But never mind. I'm going to go over that. I'm going to let this go over that section, so I'm just going to do an easy shape. I'm not going to do anything extravagant like that. Alright to go over your bits. I just thought it'd look better if I did. I could have done it within that shape, but I didn't want to. The butterfly is very relevant at the minute with all the transformation going on. And I think I'm going to outline it and colour the bit in. Yeah, if you know what I'm doing. That's the section of the shape that I was sort of staying with, but didn't. Oh, nearly finished. With like that, and there, and a little bit. I think I'll just put some dots in here, just to fill that space. That and here, because it's a tiny section, I can't really get it anyway. Looking like that, elephant and a Dunkin' Donut. Thinking. I'm going to put some sort of flower here like that, and stem. Flowers like this, and colour this section in black with all that. Like I said, you can always colour them bits in with colour if you want. Just leave it black and white. Actually stand out. In a pen to just put them in. like that. Only got these bits left, so simple lines. This pen with a thicker Sharpie pen. Put some dots in. And with the biro again, go around the dots, just making patterns. That's all this is really. In shapes that you section like that. That was, what was that section? This section, that section, and this section left. So let's see what I can get done now. Oh, and that section. I'm just going to quickly do easy sort of yes, a checkerboard floor. Checkmate, checkmate. We win, we win. Right, yeah. Yes, that was easy. Checkered flag. And section, I don't know what to put in the section. Darken that off a bit. Might just stripes in it. Parts, different sizes. Yeah, I've nearly finished. Stripes and cheating. Not cheating, just put some stripes in. This one could be that. I've just got one section left, which I'm going to put a word. Peace. Peace, there you go. That's what it looks like. You could extend off the sides just by doing things like I said, like this. Would extend off the sides by putting sort of flowers in random places. Half flowers, I call them. This. Doodle inside them. Different widths. And this is me just doing it very quickly. Do the sort of chain link thing like this with dots on. I don't know what you call this, but what that's called, but looks like that. You could thing going around the sides. Wanted to all sorts, just sort of, if you want to put some sort of like, I don't know, border thing on. I'm just doing this quickly to show you that you can just. I'm going to come back into chat in a minute. This was just a quick show of when I'm just doodling, which you just go in your own little world. You're in the now when you're doing it, because obviously I won't be talking to you when I'm doing it. You switch off to everything, I do, and you just go in your own little creative little imagination and carry on doodling, and you can colour in if you want to. I may be doing some of these as colouring pages as well when they're mad like this, and you can just colour the whole, you can colour it in, but then they sort of end up like this. That's the sort of thing I do, and that's the sort of thing I do. You can darken some areas up if you want a thicker line. Yeah, other pens, but that's basically some of the stuff I like to do. You can go in with your biro and just put a bit more sort of doodle on, or whatever it is that you want to do. You could go in with white gel pen, which I've got, but I'm not going to go into now. Here all night. But yeah. So I don't know what you think, guys. I just thought I'd come with something a bit different, because I kept saying I'd come with some artwork and show you some stuff, and I know it takes me time to get around to actually doing that sort of stuff, because I'm always doing bits and bobs, you know, and stuff like that. So there is the finished product. I'm going to bring up the camera a little bit more, and I will be coming with more art of this sort of, you know, if you find it therapeutic times, what we're in now, if you want something sort of help you relax a bit. Like I said, if you're going on a trip, if you're moving about a little bit more, this is the sort of thing you can just do with a notepad. All you need is a couple of different whips of pens. You don't even need colour. I've got a pen all over now. Stick it in your bag. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't cost you a lot. It's something that is meditative, easy to do when you get in the flow of it, and there's so many different variations of what you can do, patterns and things. You might see patterns while you're out about. It's just like repeated patterns, a bit like what they call Zentangle. It is Zentangle really, and that's what you can do. You know, you can just keep adding like these pens. More interesting by adding little bits and bobs. So looks like, you know, sometimes you might see pictures within it, and you can just go in and draw them bits in. So I'm going to try and flip myself back round now and come in a minute before I go. Let's see if she can do this. Do it again. I think. She's back in the house. So whew, that was me doing. What did I do? I did. Where's the first drawing that I did? Don't even know where it is now. The first drawing is. First drawing I've lost. I don't know what I did with it. Well, I did do a drawing at the beginning. Now I don't know where they are. Did I drop them on the floor? Oh yeah, it's here. So, as I said, I did. This one was a quick one. I'd already sort of sketched out quick, and it was to do with, you know, us as children, as we progress through our stages and ages, and this is like the stages and ages of chakras, our energy points. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then higher self. You know, ascending up to a higher self, the best possible being we can be. Got to drew that in quite quickly. Not focusing, but faces of the child as she grows up. I did a picture of the lady I was talking about earlier on a channel, Amente the Awakener. Just because I was watching her this morning, I was listening to her when I was drawing, so I thought I'll draw her. So I did. My representation of her in one of the videos. I think's a really cute picture. And then this is a picture that I've just sketched out, ready for to be done to go into my colouring book that I said I'm going to do, a handmade colouring book. And this is throat chakra, people finding out the truth like that, hearing more about that. And I thought that because I had a bit of a funny throat on Monday, I think it was, put that into context. And then I've just done that one. So, and I've just shown you a load of sketchbooks. So if anyone's just come in, I've just gone through my whole sketchbooks. I've done some drawings on camera for you. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'm tired now. Weather's been a bit off today. I think it's drier tomorrow, so that'll be good. Can start taking Finn to the park now because I think he can actually go out. I'm looking so weird on camera. What's going on with the lipstick? I think all my makeup smudged or something. But yeah, so I enjoyed that. I'll take the bracelets off. The lighting's really weird in here. But yeah, so you could always go over that again, and you could do one of the, these mad doodles. And it might help you to chill out. So let me having a look in chat. So yeah. So I haven't been looking at much today. Like I said, I was checking out Amente's channel because that's a word that came in the other day when I was doing the whole tuning thing with the orbs, and then I got Amente, and I was like, what am I supposed to be looking at, Amente? So, and then funny enough, coming across her channel again, she's called Amente, so that's quite funny. So yes, so like I said, what day is it? Monday. I'll probably be on maybe once this week because I might be coming from somewhere at weekend that you might quite like if I manage to do it. Not going to tell you yet, and I'll probably do some drawings there as well. I enjoyed it. Thank you. I just thought I'd come and show some of my art process. Like the angel in the background again was different the other day, and it'll keep changing till I've got that massive canvas to do over there, which is just never done one that big. I've got to go and put all my books away now because they're all over the floor. My many hundreds of books that I've got from a few years. I've actually really got to sort these books out. But yeah, so I'm going to go because it's late and I've got to go and put my books away, and I shall see you soon. Keep your vibes up. Just got a weird message in chat. Oh, mine just said that I had to sign into chat on air, but I'm just taking no notice of it. Do you know what I mean? Mine just said that. I was like, oh, I'm not signing into chat. I'm going now anyway. So, and where we go 1 week ago. Oh, made it as you go. Yes, so you made it back in as I'm going, but you can always go back and have a look what I was doing anyway. So, you took the dog for a walk, so that's good. So I'm going to go and tidy up because I don't know what time it is. And like I said, I've got to put all these sketchbooks away. But I hope you enjoyed it of the people that stayed in. I know it wasn't a chat. But I did want to come with my art because I believe it may help some of you. Doodling is a form of taking yourself out of your monkey mind, I believe. Yeah. So, hope you have an all, finishing the rest of your day off or evening, morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I should see you. Yeah, YouTube's always messing around. I should see you hopefully some point this week. And maybe at weekend from a secret location. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you soon. Thanks all for coming in. Everyone laughs at me for this. I do it all the time. I'm like, where's that bloody button? Thank you. Just thought I'd come and share it.